Yeah, I think we completed Bassanio finding the real casket, and the scroll also. After that, you that choose not by the view. Yes. Hello. हाँ ठीक है ओके 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 let's see. I think yes, yes. हाँ अच्छा, a golden mesh that entrapped the hearts of men. Hello. This one, a golden mesh that entrapped the hearts of men faster than gnats in cobwebs, but our eyes. I think we can do it from here, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now that the right, what should I say, the right casket has been chosen, and he found the this portrait of Portia there with a scroll, and so it was made. Uh, and he was amazed that what a demigod to have been able to create such natural eyes which are so natural looking as Portia's, and all these things. A golden mesh and that entrap the hearts of men faster than gnats in cobwebs, but her eyes. Now he's telling that the golden casket is actually like the golden fleece. It's actually the golden. It has the reference to that golden fleece in Greek mythology. Well, I don't think we need to explain that because it's not needed here. So it's a golden mesh. Mesh in that sense he's using. And Spenser also in Amoreti sonnets had also used this thing about the golden hair, the golden tresses. We don't need that for the time being. So entrap the hearts of men. Actually, gold is a trap. Gold is a trap which for years and years and centuries had attracted people, to it, towards it. So it is a very fine trap in that sense. So faster than gnats, just as gnats means a one type of fly, a worm, and just as gnats get entrapped in the cobwebs, similarly this gold is like that cobweb which entraps men. Yes. But her eyes, and now he's amazed by the painting. But her eyes, how could he do so? It was so natural in appearance. This counterfeit means a false Portia. The portrait of Portia is actually a false Portia. You are getting what I'm saying? A false Portia? The portrait of Portia is actually a false Portia. Huh? Yes? Okay. So, but arise, how could he do so? Do them? Having made one, methinks it should have the power to steal both his and leave him unfurnished. Yet look how far the substance of my praise doth wrong this shadow in underprizing it. Now he's telling that the artist must have tremendous control over himself. The artist must have had tremendous control over himself, because once he has drawn one beautiful eye, once he had completed one beautiful eye, he would have got so much enmeshed in it, so much absorbed in the whole thing, that he would have forgotten to draw the other eye. That's why he says, how could he do them? Having made one eye, methinks it should have the power to steal both his. It should have stolen both his eyes. That means he would not have been able to move his eyes away from it. That is what is natural. And so how could he do that painting? It means how could he have completed that painting and leave itself unfurnished? And he had to leave the painting incomplete. Yet look how far the substance of my praise doth wrong this shadow in underprizing it. But What is astonishing is that this real Portia, the flesh and blood real Portia, who is standing there, is undermining, is making it low, this portrait. That means the real Portia is far more beautiful than this portrait. The real Portia is far more beautiful than this portrait. So far this shadow doth limp behind the substance. So far this shadow is limping behind. Limping means he has a defective leg and he cannot walk properly. So this painting, which is actually a shadow of Portia, this painting, which is actually a shadow of Portia, is as if limping behind the real Portia. Is actually limping behind the real Portia. Here's the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortune. So, this is the scroll that is there inside. The summary, which is the, what should I say, that sums up, continent in the sense of that sums up the summary of my great luck, that I have been able to choose the right one. You that choose not by view, chance as fair and choose as true. So he's telling that you who does not choose just by sight, is actually choosing as fair and choose as true. It is choosing something which is beautiful and true, which is as fair and as true as anything, because you are not choosing it by your outward show. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. Since this fortune is with you, this fortune is with you. Be happy. Be happy. Don't be dissatisfied and take recourse to any other marriage in future. Yes. If you be well pleased with this and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is and claim her with a loving kiss. So if you are pleased at your choosing and you hold your fortune as your bliss, your blessing, you hold this fortune has come to you in your come to your life as a blessing, then turn to your lady and you claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll, fair lady, by your leave I come by note to give and to receive. A note means some sort of, what should I say, it is a reference to a business bill and like that. So I have come by your leave, by note to give and to receive, both. To give you my heart totally to you and to receive you in return. Like one of two contending in a prize that thinks he has done well in people's eyes, hearing applause and universal shout, giddy in spirit, still gazing in a doubt whether those peals of praise be his or no. So he says that my state My state is like two contenders, two persons who are trying to fight in order to win a prize. They are competing against each other to win a prize. And the person who has done better or who has reached the goal first, the winner, hearing the applause of the universal shout, giddy in spirit. But he is in a state, in a confused state, because all the people are shouting his name, because he is the winner, and all people are shouting his name, so he is confused. That really, still gazing in a doubt whether those peals of praise be his or no. But he is still in a doubt whether what he is hearing, whether it is true for him or not. Whatever he is hearing, whether it is at all true for him or not. So thrice fair lady, I stand even so as doubtful whether I see be true. So thrice fair lady, thrice means 3 times more beautiful than anybody can think of what beautiful is. 3 times more beautiful than what anybody thinks to be what beautiful is. Stand I even so as doubtful whether I see be true. I am still in a state of doubt. I am in a confused state. I am in a dazed state. Whether what I have won, whether what I have won is at all true or not. So I am in a state of utter confusion, in a state of total mental dizziness, whether I have really won what I have dreamt of winning, what I had dreamt of winning. Until confirmed, signed and ratified by you. So until you confirm that yes, you are the winner, you sign the document, you ratify that yes, you are the true winner, I would remain in the state of confusion. I would remain in the state of confusion. Portia says, you see, my lord, you see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. Though for myself alone I would not be ambitious in my wish, to wish myself much better. Now you see, he's telling that you can see as I am standing. You can see me as I am standing, such as I am. This is what I am. And for myself, if you talk about myself, I would say that I would not have been that much ambitious. I would not have been that much ambitious for myself. In my wish, to wish myself much better. Yet for you I would be trebled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich. He's saying that I don't want to be more beautiful. I have no more ambition. I don't have any ambition to be beautiful for myself, or any ambition to be more rich. But for you, I would happily become, for you I would happily become more ambitious, to be 3 times 20 times more beautiful. That is 60 times more beautiful than what I am. Just if it pleases you, I would happily be 60 times, 3 times 20 more beautiful than what I am. 1,000 times more fair. I'm sorry, 60 times myself. If my character, my nature, everything pleases you, then I would want it to be 60 times more better. And 1,000 times more fair. 1,000 times more fair. And of course, 10,000 times more rich, so that that money can help you. 10,000 times more rich. That only to stand high in your account, so that I can gain all respect and love in your eyes, in your account, in your eyes. I can have all love and respect in your eyes. I might in virtues, beauties, livings, friends exceed account, but the full sum of me is something which to terms in gross is an unlessoned, unschooled, unpracticed. Happy in this, she is not yet so old. What he's saying is that that only to stand high in your account, I might in virtues. For myself, I don't want it. But just to stand high in your account, I might in virtues, beauties, livings, friends exceed account. I can exceed everything. My beauty, my friend, my money and everything. If it pleases you, pleases your mind. But the full sum of me is sum of something which to term in gross is an unlessoned boy, unschooled, unpracticed. But I believe what he's trying to say is that. But I still believe myself. I still believe myself that the totality of me, even if it's 60 times more or 1,000 times more or whatever it is, maybe in front of you, it could be maybe in front of you. She doesn't mention that. I am an illiterate person who had never gone to school, no manners maybe, unpracticed in the ways of life. Happy in this, she is not yet so old. Here old means matured, but she is not yet so old, and she may learn happier than this. She is not bred so dull, but she can learn. And I am prepared to learn more, maybe from you. I'm not saying I'm a dull person. I've been bred a dull person, but I would like to learn more. She can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed as from a lord or governor or king. So that means I take you to be my king, my lord, my governor, and I would be happy. I would expect you, and I would be happy that you direct me about how to proceed in life, how to go in front in life. To you, myself, and what is mine to you and yours is now converted. So whatever was mine, my beauty, my riches, my money, whatever it was mine, it has been converted all to you. Everything belongs to you. Yes. But now I was the lord of this fair mansion, master of my servants, queen over myself. But now this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours, my Lord. So up to now, everything, this big palace, mansion, all the servants, and even myself, I was the lord of everything. I was the lord of everything. But now all these things belongs to you. All these things, all these servants, this house, and my own self, belongs to you, my Lord, and I give them with this ring. So as I put the wedding ring on you, with this ring, I give this everything that belonged to me. Now you are the Lord of it, and it now belongs only to you. Which when you part from, lose or give way, let it presage the ruin of your love. But in any way, if you lose this ring, or you part from it, you don't like to wear it anymore, if such a time comes in your life, then let that be the ruin of your love. That is, your love for me would be ruined. So never open it from your finger. Never take it off. And be my vantage to exclaim on you. So it would be my opportunity. If you lose this ring, if you, what should I say? Oh, give this ring to somebody or something like that. So let that be your love is ruined, and I will have the opportunity to accuse you, opportunity to exclaim on you, to accuse you. And later in the play we will find a play with this ring. So this is just a hint towards it, and later part of the play we will find a play with this ring. Madam, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins, and there is such confusion in my powers, as after some oration fairly spoke by a beloved prince, there doth appear among the buzzing pleased multitude. Now he's telling, Bassanio is telling that, well, madam, you have bereft me with your words. By your words, you have made me lose all my words. I cannot speak. After your speech, I am so spellbound by your speech. I am so spellbound by your speech that I cannot speak. I've lost all my words, all my power of words. Only my blood Only my blood silently in my veins speaks the truth. Only my blood silently in my veins speaks the truth about my great love. And there is such confusion in my powers as after some oration fairly spoke by a beloved prince. And there is such confusion in my powers. So there is such, I'm so confused in my own self. I'm so much confused in my own self. As the ordinary people listening to a great speech or oration by a prince, listening to a great oration, a very, what should I say, a mesmerizing speech by some prince. After listening to that, just as the ordinary people gets confused, totally mesmerized. So that is my state, where every something being blent together turns to a wild of nothing. Everything they think about, people are so confused that everything actually appears as some sort of nothing. It appears as some sort of nothing. Expressed and not expressed. They are totally confused whether what the prince had said, whether it has been expressed or whether they could not understand. They were just mesmerized by the speech, whether they could understand it, whether it is something or whether it is a total wasteland of their speech. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence. Oh, then be bold to say Bassanio's dead. So let me tell you, see how weak a person can be, how much he knows less his power. That we will come to know about the ring. The ring, there will be a game later on the ring, deliberately played, a game on the ring. So he's telling that, remember, if I open this ring from my finger, at any time if I open this ring from my finger, then remember my life also is removed from my body. That means I am dead. Take Bassanio to be dead. Take Bassanio to be dead. My lord and lady, Nerissa says, it is now our time that have stood by and seen our wishes prosper. Now Nerissa says that now you all have said whatever you had to say. You all have exchanged your love. You have disowned each other. Now it's our time, our turn to say something. It is our turn to say something. We, Nerissa and Gratiano, who had stood there with a wish that the love of Portia and Bassanio be successful, that Bassanio is able to choose the right casket, that their love be successful. Okay, let us here to cry good joy, my lord and lady, and I am wishing you good joy, my lord and lady. Gratiano says, my lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I wish you all the joy that you can wish. I would wish you all the joy of life. My good Lord Bassanio and Lady Portia, let me wish you all joy. For I am sure you can wish none for me. And when your humors mean to solemnize the bargain of your faith, I do beseech you, even at that time I may be married too. Well, he's still telling that I'm sure you can wish none for me. I'm sure you think that you cannot wish me anything. But let me just inform you that when your love is will get solemnized, that means it will give shape into a marriage. When you will marry, when your love will give a shape in marriage, at that time, I do beseech you, I would request you that even at that time I may be married. I may also be married at that time. Even at that time, yes, with all my heart, so thou canst get a wife. Now what he's saying is that with all my heart, I would say that I would wish that you get a wife. You get a wife. I thank your lordship. You have got me one. Immediately saying that, well, you have got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. Just as your eyes was swift enough to seek its love, just as your eyes were swift enough to seek your love, similarly my eyes also were equally swift to the task. You took the mistress of the house, and I took my love. I took the maid as my love. That is Nerissa. So I chose the maid as my love. You loved, I loved, for intermission. So no more pertains to me, my lord, than you. Your fortune stood upon the caskets there, and so did mine too, as the matter falls. So he's telling that there was some respite, because no more pertains to me, my lord, than you. What he's trying to say is that there is some respite. Just as you were in great tension, that you would have to undertake a great attempt, that you would have to undertake a great effort to win your love. You would have to undertake a great effort to win your love. So similarly, I also, on your fortune depended my fortune. Your fortune stood there in the casket, and so did mine too, as the matter falls. For wooing here until I sweat again, and swearing till my roof was dry, with oaths of love at last, if promise last, I got a promise of this fair one here. Actually, possibly Nerissa had said that if only Lord Bassanio is successful, then I will marry you, otherwise I won't marry you. I cannot marry you. So, on your luck depended my luck. How much I swore before her and all these things. I made my roof dry with swearing and oath. But it was not easy to have a love provided that your fortune achieved her mistress. Because on your fortune of winning the lady of the house, on your fortune of winning the lady of the house depended my fortune. Portia, is this true, Nerissa? Madam, it is. So you stand pleased with all. And do you, Graciano, mean good faith? So are you saying the truth? As Nerissa confirms it, he's saying, are you saying, yes, faith, my lord. Our feast shall be much honored in your marriage. The marriage feast, very important thing in marriage. So our marriage feast will be much honored in your marriage. So we would feel much honored to have you also in part of as marriage. We'll play with them, the first boy, for 1,000 ducats. What? And stake down. So no, we shall never win at that sport and stake down. But who comes here? Actually, they're discussing about this marriage and all these things. We'll play with them, the first boy for 1,000 ducats. Means I will be the first boy. Oh, in this Christian marriage, they always have that girl, the first girl, attending lady, and all these things. So I'll be her first, she will be her first girl and I will be her first boy. So like that, all these things. But who comes here? Lorenzo and his infighter. So Lorenzo and your infighter. One thing I told you, because Shakespearean stage was a very odd and old type of thing, just a plain, what should I say, an open thing. So it was always the character who entered. Before that, it was announced to the public. It was announced to the public in a loud voice by one of the characters. So who comes here? Lorenzo and his infighter. Infighter means a person, in that sense, an irreligious person. Because Jessica is a Jew. Because Jessica is a Jew. Actually, Christianity is taken to be the purest religion for a Christian. So any other religion is infidelity. So in that sense, irreligious. So in that sense, also here Lorenzo and his infighter. What? And my lord, old Venetian friend Salerio. So Salerio also have come. Now, what I feel bad about, but this was the practice possibly, and Graciano is not a very, very polished person, and even if you okay, it got disconnected. Okay, fine. Now it's all right, now. Okay. So, he's saying is, what I'm saying is that, first of all, Graciano is not a very, very polished man. So it's not unnatural for him, even in a jocular tone, means in a tone of joke, to call Jessica, the wife of his friend, as infidel. And secondly, actually these Christians, even we have seen a man of the stature of Antonio, who bears a very, very bad notion about the Jews. So for Graciano, it cannot be anything unnatural. But if you look at it from the other point, when I look at it like that Jessica well deserves what she is called. Why? Why does she well deserve? Jessica, I'm not talking about her religion, a Jewish or Christianity or that type of religion, but the religion of honesty, of truth. There Jessica has failed. Yes, her father wronged her, but under no circumstances can you steal all the jewels and all these things of your father and spend your life in all entertainment. You may differ with your father, you may run away, all right, all these are not, I'm saying, are not unacceptable. But you cannot just steal your father's wealth and just squander it, waste all the money all around. Bassanio, Lorenzo and Salerio, welcome hither. If that's the youth of my new interest here, have power to bid you welcome. He's telling that, well, Lorenzo and Salerio, you are both welcome here. Lorenzo and Salerio, you are both welcome here. If I have the power, or rather if I have already gained the power in this house to play the role of the host, and welcome you. My new interest here have the power to bid you welcome. By your leave, I bid my friends and your countrymen, sweet Portia, welcome. So I am, by your permission, Portia, I am welcoming them, my friends and my countrymen. So do I, my lord. They are entirely welcome. Lorenzo, I thank your honor. For my part, my lord, my purpose was not to have seen you here, but meeting with Salerio, by the way he did entreat me, past all saying nay, to come with him. He's telling that, to be frank, Bassanio, my aim was not to come. That was not my aim. But I met Salerio and he requested me, he entreated me to come. He requested me to come. And so I came. I did, my lord, and I have reason for it. Senior Antonio commands him to you. I did, and I have reason for it. And Senior Antonio has actually commanded me, has asked me to come. Bassanio, ere I open this letter, I pray you, you tell me how my good friend got. Well, before I open this letter, please tell me how my good friend is. Not sick, my lord, unless it be in mind. Nor well, unless in mind. His letter there will show you his state. I wouldn't say he's physically sick. I wouldn't say he is physically sick. Actually, he's not. He is mentally sick. He is mentally sick, I would rather say. I would prefer to say that he is mentally sick. And nor well unless in mind, this letter here will tell you. So, he is very much oppressed mentally. He is very much oppressed mentally, and this letter will show it to you. This letter will show it to you. I think we can do up to this much before our Basani opens the letter and reads the letter, because that would start another whole new part. Okay, I think we can stop here. And we can again sit on Friday, 6:30?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you have any questions, any problem? So, okay for the time being, and we will again meet at the same time next Friday. Okay, for now, bye.